Let's roll out then.
Right behind you, boss.
Lead the way.
Aw, just when the standing around was getting exciting.
Goodbye.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's. Reach for the sky, lady. Sorry, but I need to shoot Stacy. We can find you another gun. This is the best gun in the whole galaxy. I paid 1,000,000 caps for it, and it wasn't even brand new. Well...
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends. Damn right I am. And I'm paying bounties. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nafai. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. That right, you killed one of the psychopaths on my shit list? Let me see the scumbag's head. God damn it, that's Violet all right. You've made me one happy son of a bitch, you know that? Here, this is the bounty I put on her head. It's yours. Think you can take down another one of these scumbags? Up to you. but I can trust you to do the job, and I'd hate to see you walk away. You killed another one. Let me have a look at the head. Yeah, that's Cook. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food? Well, this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. That's 2 psychopaths dead. If you can bring down the 3rd, there's a bonus in it for you. You've got some guts, I'll give you that. Nephi is one tough son of a bitch. You let him get close, and he'll take your head off. My advice is this. Talk to Lieutenant Gorobets. He's in charge of Alpha Team, 1st Recon, snipers. If you're lucky, you can lure Nephi into the open and the sharpshooters can bring him down. You bring me the head. It's a better bet than trying to take Nephi one-on-one, but... Out in the yard. Gorobets coordinates our sniper teams. He's been gunning for Nephi for weeks now. Only thing he hasn't had is willing bait. Don't have enough troops to order anyone beyond the fence. Not anymore, anyway. Just bring me back that last head.
I'm not exactly a mercenary, but taking out scumbags of this magnitude wouldn't cause me to lose any sleep.
I'm glad we could finally meet. My sources tell me you've done some good work for us. What brings you to Camp McCarran? What? Why on earth would you think you can walk in here and make troop deployment recommendations to me? You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word. Yeah, on top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out. I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. Her office is right above mine. Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands. Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now.
Keeley just called in. You should have heard the director. But now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keeley. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you. Wonderful. Excellent work. Let me see it. It'll take a moment to decode on my terminal. I think Williams' decryption algorithms seem to be working. Yes, here it is. The data is mostly uncorrupted. This will make the board of directors finally sit up and take notice. Here then, as promised, an agreeable sum payable upon delivery of the data. You've more than done your part. A pleasure working with you, really. I'll make certain that you're mentioned in the final report. You have my word on it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis. Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago. You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor. Well, I'll leave that to you. But I would recommend Lieutenant Boyd and Sergeant Contreras as two people who usually know what's going on around here.
You're back. Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it. Not the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions a dozen times. Nothing. Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept. Well, there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him. I don't know him very well myself. I seem to remember that he was the man to call on if you needed someone to get in and get out quietly. Colonel Shu would really be the person to talk to. Yeah. The man I'm more interested in is Corporal White. White had a lot of promise. Wanted to be a ranger as bad as anyone I've seen. But he also had some extracurricular activities going. Now he's gone. Word around the base is he'd been going regularly to visit a hooker named Dazzle at Gamora. That's a casino on the Strip. Classy place. His belongings are up in the barracks in the concourse building. First bunk on your left if you're facing it from the center. I haven't had a chance to look through his things yet, so that might be a good place to begin. Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently. Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him. Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy. Yes, and one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye. I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination. I think if you rough him up enough, and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room, and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day. That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant. I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was. I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out. Let's finish this up, then we can talk.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm? You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order. Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors. I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room. Get away from me.
Let's finish this up, then we can talk. Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him.
Wish they'd
Why don't you
show
step
themselves.
outside a
Let's
minute?
dance.
Let off some steam. Nice job. I think my friend doesn't like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep her under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Silus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe. It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the Maniac back in here for some playtime? Silus. Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check with the weapons one more time. For your safety as well as his. Yeah!
Come on!
What's going on?
Anything moves, it's gonna get it.
What's going on?
Still looking. Don't see a thing.
Let's finish this up, then we can talk.
What's going on?
Anything moves, it's gonna get it.
Watch out!
Don't see a thing.
Watch out!
What's going on?
Anything moves, it's gonna get it. Wish they'd show themselves.
Huh.
Come on!
Don't see a thing.
What's going on?
Still looking. Don't see a thing.
You like that?
What's going on?
Got my eyes peeled. Don't see a thing.
Huh.
Don't see a thing.
What's going on?
Got my eyes peeled. Wish they'd show themselves.
Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks. Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him. There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion.
That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get in trouble. This'll do the NCR a lot of good, so you should be proud. Here's the standard fee. Plus, I threw in the price of a good show on the Strip. That's from me personally. You can beat up my prisoners anytime.
We won't...
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier. You mean other than some stranger with no military ID interrogating me inside our base? Did Boyd put you up to this? I'm so sick of this harassment. You tell her to stop wasting my time with this bullshit. No, I haven't seen anything suspicious. It's been business as usual. Take your pick. Pleasure doing business. Are you implying I have some kind of secret under-the-table stash I only offer to certain clients? Now you're talking my language. If you're willing to do a little legwork for me, many of these items aren't available in the NCR, and you... Well, I can't exactly go wandering off the base whenever I want, you know. I can hear the MPs now. Gee, Contreras, I didn't know you had so many friends in the gun runners. Speaking of which, guess your first stop. You're just passing a little note to a man named Isaac for me. Great, let me know what he said. The gun run...
Should have brought... Aw, you're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
So you're back. Pleasure.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Let's distribute the weight.
So you're back. Pleasure.
Holding my breath.
So you're back. The gun runners are...
You're back. Maybe break-in isn't the right word. It's probably just a meeting spot for us. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. Sure, if you want to investigate. If you can... There's something about this That may be the worst-kept secret on the base. I'd be more surprised if you had proof he wasn't involved in criminal activity. But if you have proof, you're the envy of every MP stationed here. What'd you find? Little bastard. I'm sure some of those find their way into the hands of our enemies, too. Alright, thanks for telling me. Pretty impressive work there. But for helping me nail this guy, I think you should have a little keepsake. Here. It's not contraband, but I confiscated it from Contreras last week, because he was being smarmy and I was sick of his bullshit. Yep.
Still working on that last bounty? If that's true, that'd be the last of them. That's supposed to be Driver Nefai? Well, the head's in really bad shape, so I can't authorize the full reward. If he really is dead, we're all better off. I guess we can send First Recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those 3 scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers. And you bring them down alone. Wish I had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
What's up? I have to say I don't understand where you're going with Mr. House. The man's been manipulating the locals for as long as anyone can remember. If you help him kick the NCR and Legion out, he's gonna keep right on doing it. The people in Freeside will be just as bad off as they ever were. If you can find a way to push Mr. House out of the picture as well, I think everyone will be better off. See you around.
Word is you're getting popular in the strip.
First Recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
got company, boss. I guess old guys are tougher than we look, huh?
The honcho of one of them strip.
Hey there. Hey there.
It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back home.
The honcho of one of them strip families got killed right in his own casino. You know he pissed off the wrong guy.
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. Have a look. Another satisfied customer.
Feeling thirsty?
Controlling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Is it me, or has the Brotherhood stopped engaging us? Smartest move they've ever made, you ask me. Is it me, or has the Brotherhood stopped engaging us? Smartest move they've ever made, you ask me.
I'm not supposed to let civilians just walk around this place. There better be a good reason for you being here. Well, when there's trouble regular NCR troops can't handle, they send in a ranger. Problem solved. We're also responsible for keeping the borders of the NCR secure, scouting out threats, that sort of thing. I'm in charge of the radio, hence the title Comm Officer. I'd much rather be out on patrol since nothing much happens around here.
Sure, boss. The old man will crawl around in the dirt to keep hidden.
Hello.
Is it me, or has the Brotherhood stopped engaging us? Smartest move they ever made, you ask me.
We got ourselves...
No sudden moves and you and I will do all right. What do you want? Keeping watch on the river and looking for anyone trying to cross it. See you around.
It's a little Ranger family reunion now. Time's right for a feud.
Well, I'll be. Hoover Dam. One of the last remaining functioning wonders of the pre-war world. I'm amazed it's still running at all. Too bad everyone's killing each other over it. What's up?
I've heard of you. I'm glad you're here to help us out. This is a delicate matter, and we need all the help we can get from people we can trust. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit, and not much time. Are you ready? Good. Glad you could join us. Most of my men are already on duty, and the crowd has already started gathering outside. We've got a busy day ahead of us. The plan is to get through today without the shit hitting the fan. So I'll be overseeing the security team personally. It's a good bet that the Legion is gonna try something today. We'll do whatever it takes to get the President through this visit in one piece. President Kimball is arriving shortly. Once you're ready...
All this traveling's making me thirsty.
Nelson's back in our hands.
I hear the
Hope we can
Securitrons are
defend it
tougher
this
since
time.
their faces changed.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope
we can defend it this time.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we got a chance to... Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Morning. First recon.
Hey, you haven't seen my friend around here, have you? His name is Ben, and he's an engineer. We were supposed to meet up so we can watch the president's speech together, but he hasn't shown up yet. Okay.
It's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
Move along.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes...
Have you finished your security sweep? Looks like that's his vertibird coming right now. Now, if you'll excuse me... Hello.
You better get out of here.
Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy Watson that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of One Pine, Jeremy Watson never had
We got
any
ourselves a little Ranger family reunion.
His father worked a caravan guard on the short route.
You be keeping an eye
His
on...
mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the Brotherhood of War. Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured. But the time came when they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard
What are
of
you
them.
doing up here?
Troopers, rangers, just like you,
Oh, shit.
answered the
Really?
clarion call.
We're just going to be a moment. Fuck it.
Men and women that always say, I carry the weight. And in Baldwin's Lake, we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. We carried the weight, and though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Ranger Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic.
Hey, don't worry about it, boss. The decrepit old man could easily carry all your stuff for you. Really. Hey, don't worry about it, boss. Hey, don't worry about it, boss. The decrepit old... Hey, don't worry about it, boss. The decrepit old man could easily carry all your stuff for you. Really.
It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of this regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What does Nevada to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us.
Damn it. I can't believe the Legion actually got someone past our security. I'll have a security team sweep the area. I'm also canceling the president's speech.
Equal respect, representation, and protection under the laws of a just republic. This was the same fire that burned in the heart of the old world that preceded us. We are the heirs of that civilization, torchbearers eastward of the Pacific, into the darkness of this wasted land. When the Republic called on the men and women of California to carry that fire across the Mojave, Jeremy Watson answered. You answered. Together you carried the weight. And when PFC Watson's platoon came under attack at Forlorn Hope, he took the greatest risk. Not only for his fellow Californians, but for California itself. He was prepared to make the most noble of sacrifices to defend the principles of our republic, even here, on Nevada soil. His actions are a beacon to all of us who stand here today in tribute to his valor. Private First Class Jeremy Watson, on behalf of the Senate and people of the new California Republic, it is my honor to present you with the Star of Sierra Madre. Not far from this spot, a monument stands as a tribute to the sacrifice made by those who came before us. The men and women who fulfilled the promise we made to the Desert Rangers. Its back is inscribed with the names of the troopers and rangers who carried the weight. And because they made the most noble of sacrifices, it did not break us. 4 years ago, we held this dam. 4 years ago, we carried the weight. 4 years ago, we drew a line through the Mojave as clear as the Colorado River. A line that Caesar cannot cross. Today, you stand here with our brothers and sisters to hold that line. Today, you honor all Californians by carrying that weight. Today, you are the waves of the Pacific, pushing ever eastward. You are the sequoias rising from the Sierra Nevadas, defiant and enduring. You are the great western light of California, torchbearers in the darkness, living reminders of all that is best in our republic. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. What the hell are you waiting for? You think I want to get shot? Let's go.
Not now. Not now. You're cleared. Go on through.
Hello? First recon's in Camp Forlorn Hope. Get some rangers in there too, and it'll be a damn impregnable fortress.
Good job today. Got the president out safe and sound. I couldn't have done it without you.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Is it me, or has the Brotherhood stopped engaging us? Smartest move they ever made, if you ask me.
Keeping quiet.
Hello.
Can't believe that President Kimball was attacked. Unfortunately for you, well, that is great and all, but it's... I guess I can make an exception. Pleasure doing business with you.
I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss. Over-elaborate mob schemes to take over Vegas. Reminds me of the days before the war.
To me, or has the Brotherhood stopped engaging us? The smartest move they ever made, you ask me.
Those Legion elite troops are bad blood.
Hey.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Our ranger's gonna show everyone what happens when we're pissed off.
Hey.
Our guys put the monorail back to work. What's up? Hey. Our Rangers are gonna show everyone what happens.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
Did you know the strip's all
Legion
stirred up
elite
lately?
troops are bad blood.
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
Hello?
Those Legion elite troops are bad.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Hey,
Things are getting stranger every day.
Our rangers are gonna show everyone
Those Legion elite troops are bad.
Our rangers are going to show everyone.
Is it me or is the Brotherhood stuff engaging us?
I've heard that Securitrons are nastier than ever.
keeping quiet.
Things are getting stranger every day.
Let's deal. Mojave's almost buzzing like a cazador now. Must be all the Blood Legion and NCR spilling over the Colorado.